Glad to have you with us from the city of trees, Boise, Idaho. We're here at Albertson Stadium, home of the Smurf Turf, for another edition of the famous Idaho Potato Bowl. Bowl games are not only a reward for how you played in the regular season, but can be a springboard into next year as well. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Missouri State Bears, taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the Boise State Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So Boise State's offense will have the football first. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Man, it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
The pull and throw off the RPO. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Give to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
They'll leave it with the lone back. How about this sophomore? Him short of the first down line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The Broncos are on the move. On the option. Now the pitch. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
And we talked to the coaches coming in, right? Like, they knew they were going to see the option. but the speed is so much faster in the game, and the offense does a really good job getting it to the pitch man pretty quickly, making that read and making a play early in this football game.
Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position, ready to stay ahead of the chains.
They'll run the option. They'll leave it with him. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Toss to the left. Finds a little space. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. And the Broncos kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Wide receiver going in motion. They go to the ground. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Broncos can really attack on this second and short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On the option. Running back searching for a hole. Oh, he's got some... Headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Broncos!
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting a drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Missouri State's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being...
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
A strike downfield. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The blue turf rumbling on this third down attempt as the Bronco fans exhort the D. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. And the Bears will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Ready to fire from the pistol. On the option. Now the pitch. Sweet cut there. There he goes. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
Harris will throw. Under fire.
That's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Missouri State offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. The give to the tailback. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. So now it's second and long. Leaves it with the running back. He breaks a tackle. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. The Bears decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Leaves it with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Goes to the option. Quick toss. He'll be stopped right at the 40-yard line, and do they dare try to convert from their own territory on fourth down? And the Broncos will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. Makes a nice grab at the 25. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the grab. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quickly complete. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a first down. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. That's the end of the quarter, and Boise State has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. Wide open downfield. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
And what you talk about on defense is speed, is penetration, getting in the backfield, making something happen. And you can tell they got in there so quick. The offense couldn't recover, couldn't do anything with them. Nice job getting the tackle for loss.
They'll run the screen. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
This Boise State crowd bringing the noise. It's deafening here on third. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Missouri State. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Motion from the wideout. They'll run the option. They'll give it to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in. Exact.
Breaks into the open. The 40. The 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Boise State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Bear offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And the Bears are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to it, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
They bring the punter onto the field now. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. Boise State ready to send out that offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Harris back to pass. A lot of defenders around on that screen.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Just a little off. Incomplete. The Broncos come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to run for it. Turning it on! They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. Find some fresh air. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the 1st down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
The Broncos are rolling down the field. Gives it on the option. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Caught over the middle. It's Lewis. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
I love offenses that can just rely on their offensive line to get it done in 4th and short situations like that. Turn around, hand it off, let's stay on the field and keep this thing going.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
He'll ride his man on the option. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk gain. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays too.
Touchdown, Broncos! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And they did tack on the extra point. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
And after having a nice gain like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
Motion from the wide receiver. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Bears come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on third. He hurls one deep down the left side. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Missouri State. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish with a huge play in the passing game, covering 66 yards to the end zone. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Harris will throw. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And they needed a little more room to work with as that one sails out of bounds.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. It gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. They're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Complete out of the backfield. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. And the Broncos will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. They cut into the deficit the last time they had it, forced the punt, and now they can really make this a game.
And you're right back in this thing. You're creating some momentum. You got the score. You got the stop. This offense, Jesse, has a chance now to make this an absolute barn burner of a ball game.
Yeah, it's one play at a time, though, right? You're not going to get it all back in one play. Just go out, do your job, execute, keep this thing going down the field. And if things go well, like David said, we've got a game.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
He stopped at the 32-yard line, not enough for the first down. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. And the Bears line up to punt it away. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Harris back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Lewis. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Looking deep down the right side. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Talk about an edge-of-your-seat type first half, Reese, or as they call it in this game, just another typical Liberty Bowl. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Idaho Potato Bowl.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Broncos will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Missouri State offense. And sort of an ugly first half, honestly, but the deficit's still manageable if they want to wrap up this season with a bowl win.
This is a team I know that takes a lot of pride, and I'm sure at halftime in the locker room, David, there was some shouting going on. They need to get themselves motivated and ready to go because they're not out of this game.
Yeah, and when you get that shouting and you get the quarreling amongst each other, you get some motivation. You need something good to happen early. This first possession, get the football, go make something happen, create some momentum.
To the air on second down. Quickly to the tight end. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the wideout. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Behind the chains now on second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Pulls it in. It's Townsend. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. The Bears will punt it away on fourth down. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Quick release on the RPO. Gets it across the 25. He'll step out at the 26 as this offense tries to grind out some yardage. And now on second down for this offense. Rides the back and leaves it. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He'll pull it on the read. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the Broncos will line up to punt it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. So here comes the Missouri State offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Off play action. Finds his tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Bears send out the punt unit. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. To the ground with the back. Hard running there. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Defensively, with all the space now in spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Broncos trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Gets the back moving. Now on the option. The pitch. Not finding any running room. And I think that loss is going to give back what they gained on the previous play, and now it's 3rd down.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
And the Broncos will punt this one away. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play, just outside the 20. So here comes the Bear offense. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. They'll try the run. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
They'll run play action. Here's the pressure. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. The Bears will call on their punt team. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Broncos line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is...
Oh, he's got some space. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We've reached the end of the period. Boise State has the lead, and they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Gives it on the option. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
They'll go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Back to pass. They go to the wide receiver screen. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down. And the Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Pulls it and fires to the left. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Going to swing it on second down. Tight end finds a soft spot. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying to the football.
The run up the middle, looking for the score. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Broncos! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes. It just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll bring it out. It's Pryor. And the returner will be dragged down. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
On target.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
And the Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw for it. He's got him. There he goes. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's got him in the flat. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Gotta like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's gonna pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
It's on target and complete. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. The Bears come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll send the back in motion. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Finds the tight end. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. And he was able to break one tackle, Jesse, and almost got away from another.
Man, this secondary, this defense, they better pack a lunch. When this guy has the football, you've got to get bodies to him, and you better wrap up those legs and hold on tight. This dude's hard to tackle.
And the Bears want to pick up the tempo.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. On fourth down, going to the air. Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Missouri State!
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Wide receiver comes in motion.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Boise State ready to send out that offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see.
Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first down. Touchdown, Boise State. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
What execution by the offense. The quarterback making the right decision on the defender quickly. Get it to your running back. And how about the wide receivers and everybody else blocking in space, creating an alley so the running back can do the rest and make the huge play for the touchdown.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Missouri State offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Makes the grab down the middle. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Bears in the hurry-up.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
When you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
He's got an open man. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a first down.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running backs. Really has the ability to spread it around, and now over 300 yards. Still some time left, and he can put up even bigger numbers. And, heck, go chase some awards, man. Get some postseason awards. Get an All-American. Just put up a day.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
A shot toward the end zone. It's caught. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. And the Bears didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They're going to run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bears.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and to keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Here comes the option. Running into the open space. Got enough for the first. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you, and you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses, and man, we saw that here today.
And with that, the season comes to a close for these two teams. Another bowl game is all wrapped up, and we are finished as well. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, thanking our entire